Good morning, everyone. Sorry to be so late. I saw this really cool thing on YouTube and I thought, well, how can I make it a Jackie twist and how can I use what we have? So that's why I'm so terribly late. Sorry about that. Let's give the computer just a second to catch up and make sure that I am doing good as far as my placement here. As always, this is a free class and don't ever fall for any of those scams that they want to charge you. And thank you so much for supporting my business. Okay, looks like we're good. Let's move this up just a little bit more. Alright, and I'll try and stay way up there, and hopefully you can all hear me really well. I'll try and speak up. So, we are talking about making a floating card. Oh, let me turn on my lights. Hold on. I turned on my big overhead lights to not as bright, so I'm hoping that that will help. Let's see. There we go. Okay. So let me know if that helps a little bit. And thank you for joining me. Alright, so what are we talking about? I believe it's called like a floating card. And the first thing you're going to need is press and seal. Plastic wrap. You know it sticks. It's sticky. Okay? Sticky. This is just to represent a card front, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So I'm going to stick that onto there. And then I'm going to take this end and fold it back so that way I have something to work with. And try and fold this piece under so it kind of holds it a little bit more stable, if you will. Okay, there we go. So that's like the front of my card base, okay? Now I've got all these little squares and I've got a card base and all these little pieces. So the first thing that you want to do is you have to have something to hook it to at the top of your card. So excuse me if my head gets in the way. I should have lined that up a little better, but that's okay. So I'm going to line this first one up correct to the top. If I can get it straight. Okay. And then the bottom one, I want to make sure that it is, well, let's see. Let's go to the middle one. Now, right now I'm going to tell you this is just, I'm trying this, so we're winging it. So I think I want to put this one kind of overlapping. You need some overlap, and I'll show you why later. And I'm going to put this one right there. Okay, so there's our 3 pieces. Now we need to do some gluing, and it's important, actually, let me do this kind of glue. It's important that we get some glue on to hold stuff together, but not so much that it goes underneath everything else, okay? And there's not a lot holding this on, so we will do that. Okay, get that nice and glued down. Then what we're going to do is I'm going to pick this back up, and I'm going to peel this off. I know it's not quite dry yet, so I'll be careful with it. Don't need that anymore. And this is our 3 pieces. And then I want to back them, because it's just regular paper, I want to back them with something. And you could do the same paper, but I figured I'd do cardstock. Like I said, we're just winging this one. I'm going to adhesive down this first one and just match it up, line her up. Actually, before I do that, I want to take some of this, and this is just going to give me a little bit more sticking together power. From here to there. And so I'm just kind of giving myself some extra joints to glue everything together with, okay? Now I'm going to put this bottom one on. This is important. It's the bottom one. Line up all the nubbies. And then I'm going to do the next one. And I'm going to be out of tape, of course. Always happens, right? I'll refill that one in a bit. Now I need to put this one on even. I'm going to wait on the next one because we need to hook this to our floating front. Okay, so this is a top loading card, like so. Okay, and I'm going to put this piece on. And my other one, this was a little bit smaller, but we'll see how it goes. So see, I'm going to have something like this. And now I need to be able to hook this onto here, onto there. And let me get a piece of mint to start with. And a piece of white. I got a piece of white. Just need a little piece of mint. And the reason why I need that little piece of mint is because I want to match this so that way when I lift it up, you see mint on mint. Actually, no, it'll go down straight for this one. Let me think. And this will be covered up. Okay. So, actually, so this part's going to float. No, this part will be down. I know. Bear with me, people. This is how I roll when I talk to myself. Okay, so this piece I want to be white. So I have to glue this onto here. Okay, so I'm going to put some strong adhesive on this one because we're going to be lifting it up. So I have this new adhesive from Close to My Heart. It's not new adhesive, but it's new to Close to My Heart, and it's adhesive tape. You might know it as red line tape. And if you want it, it is Z5024. And my non-stick scissors. Find the end. And put some down. And it's red, so that way you can see where you're going. And you gotta burnish it a little bit. And piercing tool is always your friend. Pick that off of there with. And of course I'm on camera, you know, so it's not going to go smoothly. There we go. Alright. So this has to go onto here. Let's see what's centered. This is like 2 1/4. So I'm going to put it on 2 inches, which would be 1, and a little bit more. So I'm going to put that right there. This side has sticky yet. I'm going to put a little sticky on this side. No, wrong side. That'll be fine, but oh, that was not smart. Oh my gosh. See, guys? I'm human too. That was really dumb. Okay. Stick it to your table instead. Let me get another piece of red. Oh, that's the way my day's been going. So I'm over here on the table so that way that regular adhesive won't stick so badly. Okay, burnish that down. Peel off the tape. Here we go. Now you need to figure out where you want it here. 4, and this was about 2, so let's see. Oh, let me get it up where you can see. Sorry. Okay, so I'm just using my grid to kind of 1 inch and 1 inch. That's about right. Okay, so that goes there, and this bolts back to there. Now we can put adhesive on here. And okay, if you ever get it to where your tape rolls up on you, you can see it. Watch this top part as I roll this. For some reason, it's just sticking. So I don't even close it all the way or lock it because I'm only going to get so far and it's going to do it again. Open it up, peel it out because I'm not wasting all that tape. Hold on to this with your thumb and just rotate this. I know it's a pain in the you know what, but like I said, I'm not going to waste all that tape. And you can fix it by doing that. Okay, so there we go. We'll put this on the front. Yeah. Put this on the front of the card. I like to line up this edge and this edge. Okay, and then we're going to open this up. Look at that. And we're going to put some adhesive. Yes, it does really happen to me too. I know, I make it look so easy, don't I? Okay, so we'll get some good amount of glue there. Cover all of this up, plus it's making it a little bit heavier since I used pattern paper. There we go, and you could even put little things in there. And fold that down, and you have a floating card front. Isn't that cool? And then you could put a message back here, and then you also have in here. So that's what it's about. I will have to post some pictures of what I do with this, and I wanted to show you my first one. So here's my first one. And I did the exact same thing. I put this flower down, and then I glued these 4 on. But as you can see, they don't work the best because they're not super even along the top. The one in the video I saw had 3 butterflies and they just fit. So the tips of the butterflies, they had lots of room to put stuff. There was 3 butterflies across and I think about 4 down. So it just depends on what you put on here as to, and it still looks kind of cool. Okay. But, you know, you just have to play with it a little bit. And the other one that I did, I said, okay, well, if they did butterflies, how about we do circles? Because she mentioned you could do circles, shapes, hearts. So on this one works pretty good. And this one has a piece that's been embossed. And so it's just like 1/8 of an inch all the way around smaller. And you can see this is the light side of the cardstock, so I had to do 3 in the light of each color and 3 in the dark of each color. So on this one you can see that it's barely going over. So I had to put, like I did on here, the reinforcements going between these 2. And then by putting these on the back, it helped to strengthen it up. And that one looks like so. So it just kind of floats. So then you can just decorate this however you want. So let's go 1, 2, 3. That's the order of which I made them. You could also decorate or stamp on the back of this piece. You know, it's just whatever you want to try. And again, I know this looks easy, but it took a little bit of progression to make it be something that was fun and easy for you guys to try. And this one was really super simple. So I would start with something like this and work your way up to this. This one wasn't too bad, but like I said, you're going to have to reinforce if you don't overlap enough. Okay? And use good strong adhesive, red line, whatever you have, score tape, something like that. And it's also a good idea to put that for the little joints that make it flip-flop, because somebody could be doing that a lot. And I will, as always, post pictures of these 3 and then show you what I end up doing with these. Okay? Or any others that I try. So maybe I'll try a different one. So which is your favorite? 1, 2, or 3? I will see you later. Have a great weekend. And be safe out there. I heard that it was pretty slick this morning. So drive safely, everyone. Bye now.